his death contract, I believe. Meanwhile, Karga apparently has infamy, which is interesting for Fionir. And once again, going to go ahead and go for croxe. Let's go ahead and try to find it. Zareka's marionette. Damage and critical chance increased. Spirit absorb. You feel strongly attracted. Spirit absorb. And potion of defense and destruction. Now let's go ahead and find our own GM noscoper. He's got no potions of defense or destruction. He's got death contract, which is damage and critical chance increased like GM Crox's was. And he's getting hit by other skills right now. So let's go ahead and go back to the fighting and hollow pointing that Yelba person. And up, way too far ahead. Gonna go ahead and try to back up. Currently have that debuff of Calamity, which is going to bring me down to 1 HP. Although apparently not, because I am going to get healed and purified. Which I think there's a cleric skill that does remove debuffs and heal. And now I'm going to go after FXMP, the fail raid leader. And once again, going to have to back up. I'm getting Holy Tempted and Focus. I'm going to go down right about now. Although I did get healed, so I'm glitched. As in, I have more health, but I did die. So I am respawning. And now they're pushing in. They're currently in our choke. By the way, for those who are wondering what I meant by Castle Siege simulations, I was talking about using the choke that I just died in as an example inner gate for which to focus and push up towards. And meanwhile, Lawrence says to kill that sneaky RM, because sneaky RM is of course Sneak Pally, who is currently a Fionir spy nowadays that he is exiled. And meanwhile, I just went down from Sitius and Kenji Mishinama. I think I missaid that. Mishima, to pronounce that properly. Meanwhile, Bunnyfire says in guild chat, Yan and question mark, have you decided if we are sieging this weekend? Actually, Bunnyfire Yanagi said that we are not sieging this weekend. So she does need to edit the guild info. But it does look like I am trying to convince them to siege next week, if only for the funsies. And as we go along, pushing back out again, fighting over the choke right here. This would be the inner gate. This would be like the battlements for the warlocks to cast Shadowfall on. And, Newbies is on the other side. Going to go ahead and try to stealth, but I am currently leg-shotted. And moving right along, Newbie is going to go down from those two warriors, it looks like. If not, I'm going to make sure of it by, of course, ambushing him. And that will be the final shot that will bring him down. Meanwhile, incendiaring 4 people, which is going to go ahead and silence them. And I really do need to back up, but unfortunately I am debuffed with leg shot, which did just wear off, but now I'm shield smashed and all that. Which means I am stunned, and Kenji is going to be killing me again. He is going to be the MVP. Meanwhile, Bunnyfire said that, well, since Sneak left, we might get more people on our side this time for the following Castle Siege, which is a definite possibility with the bad rep, because Sneak was the enemy #1 in Aleth for a while. Meanwhile, most people don't want Sneak, and they take way too long to freaking cap, talking about capping the relics, and Bunnyfire says, agrees and says, yes, the LMA do take way too long to capture relics. Alright, so we're pushing out. We've actually knocked them off of our pass, and we're going to go back and try to take the middle ourselves. Haven't really looked at the score too much yet. It looks like it's going to be 78 to... actually, I don't know what. We seem to be going back and forth, and we might be slowly working back. And there we go, 80 to 96. It looks like we are about to lose. We did do a slightly better showing than the last time, ending at like about 74 last time. And this is game 3, with me being stunned. Alright, going to go ahead and try to kill Engineer, stun him. And the game ends with Dusk 100 and Dawn 85. Top killer that time for our side was GM noscoper with 23 kills and 1 death. And top killer on the Dusk side was GM Croxe with 37 kills and 2 deaths. So noscoper did a much better job than last time. Croxe did get more kills, but he did die 1 more time than noscoper did. And noscoper shouts, hey, this is fun, because the GMs generally don't get to play Aika as much, since, they get these special characters and bodies and stuff. So, once again, I do need to ready up, so doing that right about now. And it looks like we're going to be going into a
User
game
joined
4.
your channel.
I beat you both.
And, it says Bando
User
on
left your
Empire
channel.
saying, I beat you both, and we suck. And he immediately left the channel. And meanwhile, Focus Fire Croxe and Melee kill his healers. And GM's OMG High says I shoot twice, because clearly he didn't hear about the event. And noscoper is telling his side to ready up, and saying okay to Remilia. And lol, because noscoper is the room leader, and I believe Remilia is on the other side. I don't remember seeing a comment. Yep, Remilia is. Meanwhile, Tormentium says thanks for doing this, GMs. Poseidon does really do need to ready up. Looks like we're going in without those two. they're going to have to ready up and come in on their own. So I'm going to go ahead and type 111, which is going to be a big spam of 111. So I'm going to go ahead and hit 111 one other time just to add to the spam and make sure that I get in a party, since party leading currently isn't the best idea, because you have to do with the whole, nasty raiding things. So, once again, 111, people's already got a raid up, and Bub wants a party. So, it clearly appears that, oh, nope, there is other people wanting to lead parties. Just got 2 party invites, but I am going to end up in Karga's party once again. And we're going to be pushing out. This time we do have 2 clerics, so we are getting a different composition as the Battleground goes on. And it's not just about the compositions, of course, how you play, but right now with the chaos of a GM event, there is no real set strategy. It's more of a, hey, go in there, kill them, get stuff done, yo, and all that. So, currently on the front, looks like Kenji is going to go ahead and focus me again and take me out with a critical that did 2900 HP. And Lorange is talking about now we can defend and respond fast with the movement speed relic. And meanwhile, Bonifire says, I'll do whatever. It's 2 weeks for event.
Buddy in your channel
saying,
timed
I guess
out.
that they're not going to go PKing. I can go back and look at the chat later. Meanwhile, Lorange is saying that we need to keep our move speed relic because currently Aleth is having issues with keeping any relics at all. And dungeons are fine right now for us at the moment. So currently Dusk is winning 11-6. Going to go ahead and try to incendiary that group and try to help them out. Now we're losing 12-6. And the score is only getting worse. And apparently that was Hollow Point and not what I thought was actually a Sonic Blast. And Sando moving, which is going to make my Sonic Blast not hit that big group, but separating from the crowd, so that was a very good move by Sando. Although I wonder how he knew. Meanwhile, I did just go down from Focus Fire myself. And we might go KH and CH lol, but we don't actually know what we're doing, says Shin. And K-Pop says CH is quite easy, Benefar says you never leveled compared to HH, and how the H are you going to do CH? Which, by the way, is Cabin Hell, Hell being the difficulty of the dungeon, and Cabin being the name of the dungeon, hence CH. Meanwhile, KH is crazy, says K-Pop, and now once again we're going back to the arena. And Ali is saying, ranged on Croxe, melee on healers. So we're going to go ahead and try to find GM Croxe, but actually I don't see him. And I am in a suicidal spot, but I couldn't move out because I was stunned, in case you're wondering why I wasn't moving. You can always go ahead and look over here to see if I have any debuffs. And if you know the debuffs, you won't even have to have me highlight them. And Shin's telling me to shh. Do you really want me to stop commentating, Shin? Because if so, I will. I am currently frapsing. But I can at least mute myself in the TS. And now Bunny's going to go ahead and poke me, so when you hear you are poked, that is Bunnyfire poking me.
User disconnected from your channel.
And meanwhile, Shin says, I don't care, and he is kidding, so he doesn't want me to go ahead and continue with that. And Bunnyfire pokes me and says, you talk a lot. So, going to go ahead and go back to the action.
You were poked.
And again, I get poked, you talk a lot, which I guess she is trying to kill me and screw up the recording at the same time to sabotage me and, I don't know, make me rage later and cry. And yes, I'm going to die a lot. In fact, you poking me is actually going to make me die less because I'm not going to be at the front line and, dying. So, once going to go ahead and hitting Sonic Blast. Currently we're running behind, and yes, we don't even have our choke. They're pushing through, and I think we might even get pushed back all the way to our Guardian Stone this time. It's actually pretty bad. So, go ahead and reviving. We've all respawned. We've got 3 parties up. As you can see, raiding when it's a multi-nation raid and nothing's coordinated, it's very hard to properly get everyone all partied up so we can better heal and talk to each other. Meanwhile, Gossip Death is saying, how come it's taking so long? And you guys going to do something about the logo in Vanov Guild again? I'm assuming they're talking about the guild glitch, where you occasionally get dropped from your guild and put into a Vanov Guild, or another guild of another nation if you're not a Lith. One time someone ended up in Fionir. And what you do is you have to log out and come back in, and you're not in the guild anymore, and there's a copy of you in the guild usually that they have to kick. It all depends. Meanwhile, Karga's making a face in a normal chat, probably talking about how we can't seem to win, which yeah, I guess it's a nice way to commentate from the losing side of the view. And once again, we're Sonic Blasting. By the way, this is all live in case you're wondering why I'm saying random gibberish. And Kaina is saying there's no way you can kill Malik, don't know that yet, and wrong chat. Clearly, we weren't talking about dungeons before that. And currently it went down instantly because, in case you noticed, I am in the middle of a bunch of reds in front of us and behind us. Although people are trying to line break, it's not quite going that well. Now I think now would be a good time to remember that RMs do indeed have stealth. So I'm going to go ahead and stealth over and try to get behind these guys and see if I can pick off a few people. and maybe leave, or at least go 1-for-1. Meanwhile, Dawn is currently at 39 with 2 desks, 66. Meanwhile, I need to hide my Pran so that way they don't see me. And I'm going to go ahead and try to pick off the reinforcing units to the other side. Although it's a constant stream of units, so I suspect that I'll go down more likely than they will. So, there goes Sitius. He's a warrior, he's got buffs. Let's go ahead and wait for someone else because I've got max stealth. Woman's Shield, a paladin. She currently has no buffs on, and I have called her a feeder in the past. Let's go ahead and try my luck. If I fail, of course, then I'll eat my own words and I'll die a horrible, horrible death. So once again, gonna go ahead and Sonic her, which actually missed, but once again she's stunned again. So gonna go ahead and try to kill her. Actually, there's no reinforcements coming in to save her, so I did get a free kill there. Currently still alive, but Fruit Ninja does look like he's gonna come ahead and pick me up, so that was 1-for-1. So all I did was further the scoreboard a little bit. So it looks like Fruit Ninja is going to kill me, although apparently not, because I get saved by the DG. So I need to hurry up and get back to our lines as I go down. Alright, so now his stealth's going to go ahead and end. Can go ahead and try to push him off, but now the DG's running. And apparently that stun was the cue to run and not to stay and kill them all. Because as you can see, the current respawn cycle is coming in. And now there's about, say 2 parties coming in to direct their reinforcements. With luck, though, that did delay them, so I think we were able to push them back. We will see if that made any effect. Meanwhile, Alindra says they can't see what you type. So once again, we're going out, and that was Alindra from Black Star. And wow, that did not help that at all. Apparently they came through, and now I get to kill GM's Croxe and try to keep that person silenced. And Croxe is going to go down, but Husbando is looking to kill me because I am from a rampage. And now we're going to go ahead and try to kill Darske. And Women's Shield, looking for some revenge, hits me, and I am silenced with only 514 HP left. Going to go ahead and back up. And by the way, it's not 14, it's 512 for anyone who's actually paying attention. And lol, I figured I ran into their GM again. So now we're going to go ahead and Incendiary. Phew. Kenji's down. Going to go ahead and try to kill Vermilia. Kind of on the front, more like on the flank. She tried to kill me, but it didn't quite work out all the way. Tabbing through all the dead people, trying to get to an active target. Gonna go ahead and try hollow pointing, but it does look like I am stunned, and Sitius is going to kill me. Meanwhile, Atomic is leg shotted, and Atomic does look like he's gonna go down. He's the 59 Warlock in the top party. And the game ends with Dusk 100 and Dawn 75. Top killer on Dusk's side was GM Croxe with 25 kills and 1 death, which we got to witness. And on the Dawn side, it was 12 kills, 4 deaths, and 10 kills and 4 deaths. Tony having more kills than GM noscoper. And meanwhile, Tomentium says, thanks for doing this, GMs, because I believe he's relatively new. Gonna go ahead and ready up. Yep, nope, he's actually level 53 Paladin, so I take that back. Meanwhile, Tony, you got most kills, and lol. He said must, but he meant most. Meanwhile, I shoot you twice as GMs. This is fun. He was complaining earlier, but now he's having a ball. And as you can see, we are all slowly losing people as the GMs show off their skills. And people are trying to swap sides, back and forth, back and forth. Looks like, we're doing some sort of baseball trading. Meanwhile, GM noscoper says, like Voltron! Or Voltron. I'm assuming he said Voltron. And now he says the battlefield event is over, so I will be ending the event as soon as they leave and the room closes. And people are going to go ahead and QQ and say no, and Croxe hits too hard, and okay. And yes, I'm going to sit over here, be a bit of a meanie. Going to go ahead and unready. Meanwhile, GM Croxe has already left. Noscoper is the room host. And got us some death is saying, please check my tickets, which is applications to the GMs complaining about different things. So listen to my QQing and complaining. Noscoper still leaving the room, and now he has left. So I too will end this recording, and this was the GM battle event of November 11th, 2010, and ending recording. Observious signing off.